What is good, gang? Absolute banger today. Absolute banger. Bro, I am not logged in. There we go. This was my trade today. This was a paper trade. Was also a W. Took it from over there, exited like around with this because I had my stop right here. Around like 400 on this one. Paper trade. And like 732 today on this one. Yeah, it's already been past market open. That's why it says zero. But my account started at 50,700 something. Now it's $51,459.33. Absolute banger today. Damn near top tick. Well, I pretty much did because my original entry I'll put on a screenshot. It was right here, bro. Right here with this candle, my first entry with two micros. And actually, before I start this, bro, I really want to say how much Christ and God has been playing in my journey, bro. I s- I don't know even how to explain it, bro. I started literally praying to him and talking to him and not just believing in him, but actually living out his word and giving out to people literally any cash I had like my mom gave me 20 bucks that she owed me or something like that. I literally had the 20 bucks in my wallet. I was driving by, saw some like homeless, at an intersection, they're always like standing there. I just gave her a 20, bro. I don't that 20, I have a job. I'll make that 20 back in the next 2 weeks. Or like the day I go in, I get 20 an hour. Like I'll make that in an hour. It's probably like food for her for a week or something. If she buys food, I don't care if she buys drugs or whatever. It's for her. Just like living out his word, not just believing in him, but actually following him, living out his word from the Bible. I don't know why this gap is here. It was not there. Living out his word and really believing in him, talking to him, building a relationship with him. And that really helped me, bro. I'm up 1.5k on my funded. This was at 50,000 start of this week. I made 500 Monday, 300 500 something, 506 I think on Monday, 280 something on Tuesday, 732 today. 1.5k. I don't know, like, bro, I feel like I'm gonna get like accusations that it's not true. I don't know how to show. Like, I think this says it. Yeah, like I shorted what? Oh fuck. I don't know, bro. This is my eval. Like, it was at 50k. You can see on my Instagram. Believe me or not, like, bro, I did this. Oh, this is MN. I don't know. Yeah, but this was the trade. The reason I took out 4 minutes, and I've been yapping the whole time. All right, so we this was liquidity, right? The reason I took it because some people, like, I had a guy in my DMs was like my friend. He was asking me why I took this, how I was like so convinced on it. Why is this behind? Am I tripping? Oh, this isn't behind. Never mind. So what the actual trade was. The reason I wanted shorts and I was so confident in shorts today, even though we're pretty bullish, is because we had this new daily opening gap. I love these, bro. These are, in my opinion, the biggest magnet. So here's what happened. This line is market open right here. It went up as market open, went up to this line, and then ES actually took it first right here. You can see it was literally like the second candle after market open took the first high on the hourly right here, the first one. And on NQ, let me, yeah. And on NQ it never even took the second one. And the first one it only took like 20 minutes after, like 25 minutes after with this move. But I was literally telling my friend as we were just sitting and like chatting on Discord. It was consolidating, doing whatever this is, holding his 15 minute, and I was telling him like, bro, this is not a sweep. Like a sweep isn't okay. It went a little bit above, but the way liquidity sweeps work is that this high, people simply put a short position at this high, right? Because they think, oh, it's gonna reject because it did last time. They put a short like this and they put their stop like this, right? Above the high. So if it goes higher, it stops them out. This does not rate anyone. This just fills orders for their shorts. But the reason this was so good is that people's take profits are probably all the way down here to think just regular retail traders think it's gonna reverse all the way down just like it did over here. So the move down, like, okay, we're going down. Oh my God. Then price actually goes up, stops them out, and that's when the real moves happens. This I was telling my friend when this was consolidating, it's probably gonna manipulate up to actually sweep liquidity, actually stop people out, fill orders, and then actually go to the downside. Then my first entry was off of this inversion. I was so confident because this type of thing where it goes there first, people think it's happening. They take this fair value gap and it rips down. It didn't actually take liquidity. This is a liquidity sweep. When it goes higher to fill orders. First entry right here. I believe I took the second one either after the 3 minute inversion. I believe, yeah, it was like right here was my second entry. I put up my arrows where I actually like put the orders in. But, oh, frickery fruck. Yeah, and then I also entered another one with this candle, I remember, because we inversed this gap, and then we respected this one, inversed that one. And yeah, the reason, like I said, that was the reason I took it, because we manipulated higher. We actually took liquidity with this one. And literally, like, my ideal strategy would have been this 3 minute pullback. This is literally perfect, bro. Liquidity sweep, inversion of this whole gap with this candle, perfect pullback to this one. I would have been in that another hitter. But I was just very confident because of like this type of thing where it doesn't just go up and then reverse. It goes up. People think retail traders think it's actually like, oh, it's their trade, or some people think, oh, okay, we went because we did go a bit above the high. It was literally like a tick. You can see it right there. I don't know if the quality is good enough, but it was like a little tiny penis above the thing. And yeah, and the reason I was so confident was because of the new daily opening gap as well. And also because the actual risk was very small. Like, look, my first entry was, I think, was 2 micros of this candle. If my stop is above the high, this is like 150, $200 in risk. And then I also added to the position when it was confirming. I've been watching ICT as well, and he taught me really like some good things as well. And yeah, bro, this was a very good trade. I actually, what I've been lately doing is also removing this right here. This actually, like when you place a position, like you have the 3 lines, you have where your position is, the stop and the profit. And then when you're like in a trade, it shows how much you're up and down. I literally untick this so it doesn't show me it. Then I open it right here for like my videos. It does, like, it shows it right here so I can screen record and actually like put this in my reels. But then I just kind of cover it with I put a phone over here so I can't like physically see it myself. And that really helps me with these types of moves because I don't see the amount going up or down. Like, I'm up right here. I was up like 800. I saw it on the after recording. And then this was like, I was probably up like 150 over here. This is emotional. Like, you are gonna get emotional when you see your trade, especially with this candle. It was very sudden, and then it goes back up. You're gonna get emotional because you see the numbers going up or going down. Like, you're up 800, now you're only up 150. But all I saw was simply a 5 minute pullback, a 5 minute retracement to this fair value gap, because this candle didn't fill it. It was instant. It literally, like, it stayed right here, just nutted a wick, and then it didn't actually fill anyone. So then price actually retraced into that 5 minute. Where's my trade at? Then it actually retraced into the 5 minute, inversed, and I added over here. I was very confident because of the 15 minute. 15 minute gaps are also such a magnet after liquidity sweeps. That's literally such game. A funded trader with like millions in funding told me this. Price loves 15-minute gaps after liquidity sweeps to either destroy and completely inverse it like in this situation, or to retrace into it and continue higher. Like it could have retraced into it and actually took that this high right here, right? So I love that when 15-minute gaps, I take it to them. And I did put my final TP over here, but what I do is like when this TP hits, I move my stop like right here. I move it like right here. So then it either hits this or it either goes all the way down. But what happened, I got filled over here with my final take profit, and then it actually dipped down. I would have been up thousands on thousands over here. But I don't really care. I'm still up 732. That's my biggest trade. If not counting the one that with the false news, I believe. I think I was in longs like right there. And then this happened, and then I was up a rack in like a fucking in like 2 minutes. And then another reason I really love 15-minute fair value gaps is this trade right here as well. So we have this fair value gap that got inversed. I think it's called BPR. My friend told me about them. I never really done research, but he said they're very powerful. When there's an inversion and the move that inverses it has a gap like aligning with the one it inversed, and as you can see, it had a perfect pullback. And this was a little paper trade forward test because I already like made profit on my funded. I didn't want to like take it on my account. I can log into it and actually show. I think it should show the arrows. Yeah. And then I was targeting the new daily opening gap, but it didn't go. It just took the lunch lows. I really like this indicator. If you like it, it's called ICT kill zones and pivots. It shows the London sessions and like all the Asia, New York AM. It has the EM. I removed it because it distracts while it's moving, but you can see it right here. The AM session, lunch is usually choppy. Like that's what I kind of know. And then ICT also told me PM really likes to, like a lot of times, to continue the AM move. The AM move swept highs, moved lower, lunch either chops or retraces to a 15-minute, and then PM actually continues in the same direction that AM did. That's exactly what happened. Retraced into the 15-minute, tapped the BPR a bit, and then I forgot why I entered, but it was literally just like a forward test. I just sent a screenshot to my free group, just like just forward test right here, because price taps into the 15, it displays down, and then with that like little pullback, I entered, not expecting anything of it, but I was for some reason very confident that this would hit, but then it didn't. After it took lunch lows, I moved my stop like, yeah, right here, probably above this high, and then I got stopped. It was like 400, or actually, oh damn, what was that today? It was like two micro, not ES, micro NQ. I don't know. It doesn't. I think this is today, but I don't think it was like, no. It was like 400. Yeah, I remember it was like $400, with this move right here, because it retested the 15-minute and then continued in the same direction. Like I really love 15-minute pullbacks, bro. 15-minute pullbacks and liquidity sweeps are just my number two favorite models. And really, bro, another thing I really want to like just talk about, bro. I've been getting insane results. My video's been getting a good amount of views because of I've been praying and just asking God for it and actually putting in the work and just building a relationship with Him, reading His word, following His word, trying to share it to my friends. Like, bro, you can't be saying that. Come on, let's respect people. Let's talk to them how we want to talk to. Treat whatever also been doing is trying. Obviously, I'm not perfect. I've just started with this, but trying to really like treat people like they're Jesus. It's like if somebody did bad to you, just treat them like they're a very good person, and they will treat you like that back. It doesn't matter if they do. It's not for their benefit. It's for your benefit to know you're a respectful person, right? And my brother's also been like reading the Bible and everything. Is this a, I don't know, weird gap again? And my life has been really changing. Not like completely yet, but I've been getting insane results with my following on Instagram. Uh, Bro, I'm growing so fast, and with trading 1.5 thousand, bro. I think this is my first. Hopefully, you can't hack me knowing like something here. Oh, this is paper trading. As you can see, like I placed a bunch of trades right here. Yeah, bro, Jesus Christ is like, and I've been really getting a lot of like reels about him on my For You page and everything. But yeah, this was my the reason. I'm gonna just recap this trade that I took on my eval. The reason I was so confident because of this type of thing, where it people think this is the sweep, but then there's nothing actually happens. Then what happened is we had a lot of volume, but then as you can see, it was pretty like this wasn't an energetic move right here. This wasn't like really an energetic move. The only one that was energetic was this one right here. It went boop, then it went another one to actually have that third candle to inverse it. Then this candle was pretty fast, and I entered on it. And the reason I entered like off the inversion because my usual model is the pullback, like the 3 minute was like a gap right here. This was a 3 minute pullback. This would have been my original entry. But the reason I entered right here was because of this, and because the risk was very low because my stop was literally like above the high, and the high is right here. So it's just very close. And the 50-minute gap and the new daily opening gap as well. This was a great trade, bro. I've been actually having very good psychology because of God. I execute on what I know I need to do and simply leave the rest up to God. I literally like on the reel that I prayed on today, or not the reel that I prayed in today about this like before this trade. I literally said I executed on what I know I needed to do. I'm leaving the rest up to God because it doesn't matter because I know I did everything that I could with this with this trade right here. And it's literally just like in life. You simply do what you know you need to do to get to your goals. And then it doesn't matter. Don't worry about the results. God will take care of the results. If He doesn't give you the results yet, that means you have something to work on. Like I said in the in the reel today, the reason you might have lost today, or let's say you won yesterday and you lost today, isn't because you were a terrible trader. Let's say yesterday you won, but then you decided to show all your friends the W paper trade you took, and started boasting to them. God said no, like you're gonna lose today to humble yourself because you're respectfully you're not shit yet. You ain't shit. The first thing I did when I did this, I posted this on my story and said all glory to Jesus or something like that. Thank God, thank Jesus. He's the one that gave me the mind, the clarity to take this. Amazing trade, bro. Really just the whole thing is just do what you know you have to do. Simply execute on your rules, on your strategy. Have good psychology. Don't do what you know and what people tell you not to do. Don't do that. Simply do what you know you're supposed to do. Leave the results up to God because you cannot control the results. You can control the input and the work that you put in, and then your psychology and your discipline. That's what you can control. Don't worry about anything else. I'm so blessed, bro. I've been actually praying so much and just not even like asking for much, but I have been asking him for stuff, obviously, like discipline, wisdom, focus for my goals to come true. But I also told him, like, God, I work for them, and I'm rowing the boat. Please just, what was the word? Please steer it right. I rowed the boat. Please just steer it in the right direction. Amazing trade, bro. Thank God. And this is the today's trade recap. $732 on the day. I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed, bro. I'm losing my voice. Thank you so much, bro. Let's go.